Welcome to Strife Act 1. Here's everything new in the update. This is Tak9, a Sentinel user. She can be unlocked in the shop for 999 points. Her first ability is Wall Jump. Tak9 kicks forward in the air. This puts Dropkick on cooldown for 2 seconds. Hitting a wall makes Tak9 bounce off it and begin to glow. In this glowing state, her moves are altered, more on that later. Her second ability is Skullbuster. On first press, Tak9 enters an aiming stance. In this stance, the camera is shift locked. She can still walk, run and jump, but her overall movement speed is slower. You cannot aim up and down, only left and right. Cancelling manually puts Skullbuster on a 5-second cooldown. Taking damage does not force you out of the stance. Pressing again fires a skull that, on hit, pushes the Termi back and applies a debuff. This debuff extends the stun duration of all stuns by 25%. The debuff wears off after 6 seconds or when a stun has been successfully landed. After a wall jump, Skullbuster changes to fire instantly, auto-aiming at the Termi. This move has a cooldown of 30 seconds. Her third ability is Dropkick. On first press, Tak9 hunkers down and begins to charge up velocity. In this stance, your camera is shift locked and you cannot move at all. You cannot manually cancel the move. Being forced out puts it on cooldown for 10 seconds. Pressing again, Tak9 kicks forward and gains iframes before sliding to a halt on miss. On hit, the Termi is pushed back and stunned for 1.5 seconds. The duration of the attack and strength of the knockback depend on her velocity, and the max velocity she can charge depends on her walk speed. This means that any form of speed boost increases the maximum velocity she can charge, allowing her to kick for longer and push back harder. This move has a cooldown of 27 seconds. Her fourth ability is Dive Kick. After a wall jump, Tak9 slams into the ground, creating a shockwave. A direct hit causes her to bounce off the Termi, stunning them for 1.5 seconds. Hitting with a shockwave does not stun the Termi, but pushes them up into the air. This move has a cooldown of 22 seconds. Finally, this is what Zombie Tak9 looks like. This is the Kit, a survivalist user. They can be unlocked from winning the I Wanna Be the User game mode. His first passive is Legendary Cape, which allows him to double jump. His second passive is Fragile. Kit only has 1 health and dies to everything without being revived. Even zombies can kill him. His only ability is Pistol. Kit fires his pistol in the direction he's facing. The bullets have infinite range and put all the Termi's abilities on cooldown for 0.5 seconds. This move has a cooldown of 0.1 seconds. This is what Zombie Kit looks like. This is Jack Noir, a combo-based Terminator. He can be bought from the shop for 1,413 points. For his M1, Jack swings the Regisword, dealing 20 damage. This move has a cooldown of 1.3 seconds on miss, but 0.5 seconds on hit. This move can be comboed 3 times, dealing 20 damage on the first hit, 10 on the second, and 5 on the third for a total of 35. Missing at any point or hitting the full combo puts the move on cooldown for 2 seconds. His first ability is Eldritch Tentacles. Jack sends out 2 long black tentacles that stop and return once they hit a wall. Each tentacle can grab 1 user and deals 110 damage, pulling them in. You can be stunned out of the pull. This move has a cooldown of 15 seconds. His second ability is Omnipotence. Jack puts all his other moves on cooldown for 4 seconds and highlights every user currently alive, before teleporting to the one furthest from him at the time of activation. This is indicated by green particles and has a cooldown of 22 seconds. You start the round with this ability on cooldown for 10 seconds. His third ability is Behead. After a brief wind-up, Jack gains iframes and charges forward, initiating a combo. Hitting a user deals 25 damage and marks them while resetting Behead's cooldown. This can be repeated infinitely until you either miss, putting all your other abilities on cooldown for 3 seconds, or you hit a marked user, kicking them for 5 damage and ragdolling them. Using Omnipotence during a combo makes Jack quickly teleport to the furthest user before dashing at them. Be careful with Vinny as he can block the dashes. This move has a cooldown of 14 seconds. His fourth ability is the Red Mals. This ability requires charging up by dealing damage as shown by this bar. The damage requirement depends on the number of users alive at the start of the round, and increases for subsequent Red Mals. On activation, this really cool animation plays for everyone to see, and then several red Mals start flying around, the number of which is dependent on how many users are currently alive. Each Mal has fairly strong homing and deals 10 damage. A red tint on screen will warn you when a Mal is targeting you. The red Mals cannot down or kill any users with the exception of Kit, instead bringing them down to 1 HP. This is Captain Limewire, a ranged Terminator. He can be bought from the shop for 1200 points. For his M1, he swings his hook, dealing 30 damage. This move has a cooldown of 1.6 seconds. His first ability is Torrential Leap. Limewire fires his cannon and soars into the sky, highlighting all users while airborne before slamming back down onto the ground. The trajectory can be aimed by moving the camera up and down. Landing on a user deals 25 damage and ragdolls them. This move is a cooldown of 17 seconds. His second ability is Limelock. On first press, Limewire aims with his gun, which can be seen by everyone. Pressing again fires a hit scan bullet that pierces infinitely, deals 10 damage, and applies the magnetized debuff. Whilst aiming, your movement speed is slower than usual. You can be stunned out of Limelock. Manually cancelling puts the move on a cooldown for 3 seconds. This move has a cooldown of 12 seconds. His third ability is the Limewire. On first press, Limewire will aim his hook. You are not slowed down during this stance. Pressing again, Limewire throws his hook. On hit, the user begins to be pulled towards you, and a click prompt appears. When the user is close enough, a ding sound effect will play. Timing the click prompt with this ding will make Limewire grab the user, blast off into the sky, and then slam them into the ground, dealing 40 damage. All your other moves are put on cooldown for 4 seconds. If the user is magnetized, the hook will slightly home in on them. You cannot be stunned out of this move. You can, however, be stunned during the pull. Manually cancelling puts the move on cooldown for 3 seconds. This move has a cooldown of 15 seconds. The wheel of special modes has been added. Every couple of rounds the wheel will appear. Players can vote for their mode of choice, and then the wheel will spin to select one. Currently there are 3 modes. I want to be the user. A single user with buffed health and reduced cooldowns faces off in LMS against a team of Terminators. Winning this as the user unlocks the kit. Versus. Every user has 50% extra health. 2 Terminators compete to see who can deal the most damage. They can stun each other with any of their attacks for 1 second. Super Block Boy world. The Terminator is replaced by Block Boy, a Super Terminator that is faster than all the others and cannot be stunned. Their only ability is their M1, where they slam the ground in place, dealing 125 damage. Anyone who dies can also become a Block Boy. And now for the skins. And last but not least, the balance changes. Feel free to pause and read if you want, but otherwise, that's the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching, like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTuber stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Yo. Is that the subscribe alarm? I think that's the subscribe alarm. It's telling you to subscribe. You know, I think you should do it. Because it won't stop until you do it. That would be a good time to do it, you know? You should probably subscribe right now.